everyone, welcome to Mondays with Mary. I got a new stamp set that I wanted to share with you today, and it's from Stampin' Up, and you may know, if you've been around a while, that I was a demonstrator for Close to My Heart, and then they closed down and we transferred over to Stampin' Up. So it's been about a year that I've been with Stampin' Up. And I love a lot of their products. I especially love their embossing folders and their cling, which is the red rubber stamps sets. So every once in a while I'll get a new one and share it here with you. And I just got this one just the other day, and it was just so pretty and just so simple but yet elegant, and it's called Prairie Grass. Let me see if you can see it. Yeah. All right, so it's called Prairie Grass, and it's some sweet sentiments that can go for hard times, sympathy. This says sometimes life is just hard. So very sorry. My shoulder is yours. You're not alone. I'm here for you, and sending the healing power of love. You know, when we have to, it's always hard to have to make a sympathy card, or just, you know, it's tough, and I'm here for you. But I love these fonts. I love the sayings, and I love this, like, prairie grass, as they call it, for silhouettes. Some of their, well, maybe, I don't know, 50-50, maybe 75-25. They have not acrylic, but photopolymer stamps. But if you've been following me, you know how much I love red rubber stamps. And so Stampin' Up, they come on a sheet, and they're easy to just pull apart, and then they have come with a sheet of the sentiments and the pictures, and they're super easy to put on the back of them. And then they just go in here and just kind of stick right there. So it makes it easy to keep and easy to see. So I wanted to actually make a vertical card because I want to use this big, huge kind of grassy stamp, and it is going to take up the majority of the real estate of the front of an A2 card. And I will show you. It takes up a fair amount of space on that card front. But I think it's gorgeous. So, all right, so we're going to do a little background coloring before we stamp. I picked out some, we've got Andromeda, which is a dark purple color. Lemonade Stand, which is kind of a yellowish orange. oolong tea, and then navy. So we're going to do like a twilight nighttime scene. And let me get... I have Tim Holtz grip mat that I'm going to put over here because it's going to hold my ink down. And because I want to be able to, with a glass mat, if you start off, you'll be able to do a smoother than if you put it on here, and then the brush is going to catch on the grip mat, and it's not going to go on as smooth. So, and that's what we have our little magnets for. So we're going to start off on the bottom with navy. And let's try our regular brushes and see how we do. Let me get this up here. The grip mat is great for holding these down. So I want to get a dark bottom here. How was your weekend? Ours was very hot. It was 99 and then 98. And we were at the ball field. All right. So see how that blends just nice off of the glass mat. All right, so that's our blue, our navy. Let me get a paper towel so I can clean this off. And then we're going to go into our next color. We were at the ball field. I'm just using water here for 7 hours on both days. It was pretty hot. All right, so we've got our blue, and then we're gonna go in with our lemonade stand. Oops. This may not be dark enough. I don't think it is going to be dark enough. Let me get a darker orangey color. Let's try caramel toffee. See if that'll give us a little bit more. see. I might want to go in even darker right there within that. It's a little bright. Let's try. Right, Mandarin Burst will be too bright. Let's try Raw Umber to tone it down a bit. See what happens. You know, we just need to have a play and experiment. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. So let's see what this will do. That's better, but we'll see. That's why it's only paper. I am going to go back in with the navy though and get this darker here. Because since we ended up putting that one that was too light, it ended up the yellowish, and it ended up making this green. All right, now we want to go in with some yellow. So let me know in comments how your weekend was. I wonder if this one will be too light. Let's take a look. This is oolong tea. Oh, that's kind of nice. And then we are going to go in with the dark purple, and I'm going to put these down here and work this way so we've got the darker up there. It's gonna be hot again. I think it's gonna be hot, I think, all week in the high 90s, which is definitely not my favorite. I'm gonna get this as dark as we can. kind of a stormy looking. And I'm not being super careful with my colors because, you know, nature isn't perfect. Turn it this way. So, what have you been working on? I have been working on organizing. I know, it's an ongoing constant. But I did finally get all of my stencils organized in appropriate binders and in my inventory system. I'm going to add a little bit of jet black. To darken that sky up here. And then I am going to go back with that oolong tea. Let me wipe. I still have some dampness on this paper towel, so. All right. I want my yellow brush. And then I just want to go back over this. And I think I'll put a little bit of the jet black down here to just darken this bottom edge. Perfect. All right. This is a dyeing, so it's not going to take long to dry, but I think I'm going to hit it with the heat gun just a little bit, just to make sure. So here comes the noise. right, that should be good. All right, now let me get my Misty. I have Misties that are set up for the red cling because I do use the red cling a lot. So they already have the inside taken out to accommodate the larger stamp. All right, I'm actually going to put this up here because that stamp is going to need to come down a little bit. So see, there's a little lip here, so we want this to be down here. So we want this hanging off, so we're going to have to put that up. All right. So I want that. About there. All right, let's give that a try. Let me get all these colors out of the way so we have more room to put this up. All right. Now the nice thing about the red rubber stamps is you don't have to condition them, no matter what company they're from, because I have quite a few from Tailored Expression and Hero Arts. And they just take the ink very, very nicely. We're going to have to stamp more than one time because we are on a inked background. Magnets. Oh, flying all over the place. All right. Oh, yeah. That's going to be so pretty. It's very moody. All right. I just love that. It's just so pretty. All right, so we are done with that. Let me get a baby wipe. I just love this tall, grassy, All right, let me clean this off. And then we got to pick a stamp out. And you know, I can either stamp on white cardstock or a color cardstock and attach it. But I'm thinking that it might, you go there. So we've got sending the healing power of love. I really like that. Sometimes life is just hard. Let's try this. Sending the healing power of love, because I'm thinking it would fit just perfect. Let me get this out of the way. Right here in this light area. See if that looks straight. I'm thinking that that might just, you know, not every card needs to have a ton of dimension. So let's give it a go. Yeah, I think that's going to be nice. I do need to do a couple more. You know, sometimes just a nice one dimension, you know, a flat card. Whoops. One more time with all this. I think it speaks as well as a card with a lot of layers. All right. Sending the healing power of love. And I like that the font is thin and kind kind of fancy, you know, with these leaves that are just kind of flowing. The font flows too, I think. I guess is as good a way of putting it. Now, if my words were as eloquent, I want to put one more on here. And there we go. All right. All right, so let me close this up. Now I think this panel is a little bit bigger than card base. Let me see. Yep. So we're gonna have to cut it down ever so slightly. Let me see what size it actually is. A little short of 4 1/4, so what I want a little off of there. And a little off of here. So what does that give us? Gives us like a 4 1/8. And this is 5 1/2 or a little less. Let's do 5 1/4 and see what happens. See what that looks like. Yeah, that'll be okay. Just gives us a little edge. Maybe a little bit more. Let me take up just a little bit more on the sides. Without, I should have measured the panel better. And moved everything in a tad. It would have been good. All right. All right. Let's see what this will look like. So now, do we want to color the edges so we're not on white? That is a good question. Well, let's give it a go. What did we do with the oolong tea? All right, here's the oolong tea. It's the lightest. All right. And then I just went in hot with it. A lot darker than I wanted. It's okay. It's all right. Not much is going to show. The card panel is such a moody, dark. The white just was distracting, I think. So we'll give this a try. It may not be much better, but we'll see. All right. No, I think that's okay. Wait, a little bit more right here. Okay. All right. Let me get some tape runner. Oops. I'm messing everything up over here. All right. The air conditioner just went on, sorry. I'm telling you, it's been hot here. I got some new tape runner from Amazon Prime, and it's the mono, but it's mono air. So let me know if you've tried it before, because it had good ratings and it said it was easy to use. So, all right, let me stand, or else this will not go on even anywhere close to being straight. And this is why we use tape runner. Better. Okay. All right. So there we go. All right. I don't... At this point, I don't think I'll put any sequins or gems or anything on it. But I might change my mind when I go to send it out. But right now, I'm thinking no. So let me know what you think. I really do like this Prairie Grass. This is a new one. And I am so glad that I got it because it's got the, what, cattails? Is that what that's called? And then, I don't know what this is called. We'll call it Prairie Grass. Why not? But I really like that because it fills the whole card up. And then these would be nice in a horizontal card. So I'll have the link in the description if you want to take a look at it on my Stampin' Up website. So, all right, so that's it for today. Thanks for stopping by and have a look-see. If you are a subscriber, thank you for subscribing. It means the world. If you have not subscribed yet, but you've been thinking about it, it's easy. You just click that subscribe button, and there's the bell if you want to click notifications. When there's a new video to watch, you can hit that, and it will send you notifications. And the thumbs up is the like button, and if you like a video, it's very helpful if you hit that because it's the only way that YouTube knows that you enjoy the video, and then they will promote it and in turn promote the channel, which is great for us small YouTube channels. Yeah. Anyway, and then the share button. You can share with a friend. Sharing is caring. All right, so that's it for today. I appreciate that you stopping by. If you have any questions, comments, that's what they're there for. I love reading comments. I love, reading suggestions, or, let me know what you've been working on. Let me know if you've gotten anything new that you want to let me know about that maybe I have not seen. So, all right, so that's it for today. Once again, thanks for stopping by. And until next time, stay safe, stay well, and happy crafting. Bye-bye.